As a proof hound, what are my favorite bourbons under 100 proof? Let's find out. What is going on, everybody? Nathan here with the Everyday Drinker, bringing you guys a brand new video. Today, we are going to go over my favorite bottles of bourbons that are under 100 proof, 100 proof or less. And this is excluding all Buffalo Trace products. Yes, there's no Blanton's, there's no Buffalo Trace, there's no Eagle Rare, there's no Weller 12-year on this list. It is everything but Buffalo Trace. So if you don't like that, you can leave the video and go enjoy all of your Buffalo Trace products. Or if you want to hear about good bourbons, better bourbons, or just as good bourbons, make sure you stick around. Drop that like button. Let me know down in the comments below what your favorite 90 proof bottles, not 90, we're not talking about 90, we're talking about under 100 proof bourbons, right? And if you're brand new, we're less than 50 subscribers away from 5,000 subscribers. One lucky subscriber is going to get their chance to win a bottle of Blanton's right there, and I'm going to be able to do a review of that bottle of bourbon right there, the Van Winkle Lot B. So make sure you smash that subscribe button. Let's hit 5,000 subscribers before my birthday, which is next Monday, a week away from this upload. So help me out so I can do that for you and I can do that for me. But without further ado, enough of this jibber jabber. Let's get into bottle number one. I talk so much about the Bardstown Origin Wheated Bourbon, and I leave this one in the dust. And I shouldn't. I should not leave this one in the dust whatsoever. This is the Bardstown Origin Series High Rye Mash Bill, coming in at 96 proof. So we're getting close to that 100 proof, but we are under 100, so we are sticking in the realm of where this video is supposed to be. So just so you know, this is a 6-year age-stated bottle of bourbon coming in at 60% corn, 36% rye. So yes, this is a high rye, multi sweet chocolate bottle of bourbon right here, and it's also 4% malted barley. So with that rye, you're getting that really nice, thick, rich experience that's coming through on there, but it's sweet, it's malty, it's chocolate, it's really darn delicious. I love this High Rye Origin Series. The beautiful white label sticks out like a sore thumb, so if you see these on the shelves, make sure you pick it up. I am coming down to the wire here about halfway, and I'm gonna have to pick up another one of these very soon. Let's get into bottle number two. Bottle number two goes to one that I've talked about many times on this channel. This is 1792 Single Barrel. It's that time of year where a bunch of these are starting to hit the shelves. If you can't find just the traditional single barrel, the bottled and bond single barrels that I have seen and had samples of are tenfold better than just their regular bottled and bond offering. That is 100 proof. So if you can't find the single barrel offering, this is coming in at 98.6 proof. So again, we're under 100 proof, but not by much. We are going to be getting lower and lower throughout the video. But this right here is so darn delicious. I think it is one of the best single barrel, just straight offerings from a distillery that you can get your hands on. And with that said, you're gonna get really great flavor notes out of this bottle. So that is why this bottle is on this list. Bottle number three. Now, I wouldn't have this bottle if it wasn't for my good friend Kevin over from Drink with Friends podcast. This right here is an Elijah Craig store pick. And it's not barrel proof. It's coming in at 94 proof. This is an 8-year-old single barrel store pick. And man, I'll tell you this, one of the best experiences that you can get from a just regular proof bottle, like a regular Elijah Craig is 94 proof. This is 94 proof, but if it's a single barrel, and the flavor profile of this is absolutely insanity. I highly recommend picking up these if you see these in your stores. If you have enough barrel proof products on your shelf and you're looking for something that's a little bit different, this is definitely the way to go. Steer towards those lower proofed single barrels because they are absolutely delicious. Even with the Old Forester 90 proofers, I mean, I have one on the shelf over there, absolutely delicious. It takes away from that barrel proof. Like, we're getting saturated in this bourbon world with barrel proof store picks, single barrels, blends, and stuff like that. Bring us back to where we belong, down here in the enjoyment and without busting our tongues open with heat. This right here, absolutely delicious pour. And again, I wouldn't have it if it wasn't for my buddy Kevin over with Drink with Friends podcast. But let's get into bottle number four. Bottle number 4 goes to Evan Williams, 1783. This is a 90 proofer, and I will talk about this bottle until every single one of you has a bottle of this on your shelf. I know a lot of my subscribers say, man, I gotta get my hands on a bottle of that 1783 by Evan Williams, and I'm like, yeah, you do, because it is 100% better, in my opinion. In my opinion, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am, than the Evan Williams Bottled in Bond, coming in at 100 proof, that green and white label. Yeah, it's pretty, ooh, but this flavor blast in your mouth compared to that is a little bit in that bitter realm. This has that really nice, rich sweetness that I think comes through. And even at 90 proof, I enjoy doing absolutely anything with this bottle. This is probably my 5th or 6th bottle I've had of this, and I will stand by it that it is good. Now it's bubbly. Bottle number 5. Bottle number 5 goes to one of my absolute favorites from Old Elk. This is their Wheated Bourbon, coming in at 92 proof. Yes, it's a lower proofer. We're a little bit higher than 90 proof. I've had this bottle for over a year now, and every time I just go back to it, it brings absolute happiness to me. It's a touch of graham cracker. It's a touch of that earthiness. There's a touch of hay in there, but it's rounded out so beautifully. And I'll tell you, I wish I could find this a little bit more often rather than their single barrel cask strength wheated bourbons and their wheated whiskeys and stuff like that. This is just an all-around great pour. It's a little bit more expensive, but you're paying for a quality product, and I love this Old Elk Wheated Bourbon. Bottle number 6. Bottle number 6 is going to go to Old Forester 1910 Old Fine Whiskey. And man, I am going to need another bottle of this bad boy here in the near future, because I am going through it like you wouldn't believe. For a 93 proof bottle of bourbon, the flavor impact that happens in your mouth is absolutely mind-boggling. I love this. I think I might like it a little bit more than the Old Forester, what is it, the 1920, the 115 or 116 proof bottle. This right here, absolute dynamite of a bottle. You do anything with it. You drink it neat, drink it on the rocks, mix it in a cocktail. Really good old fashions come from this bottle right here. Absolutely love the Old Forester 1910 Old Fine Whiskey. And I was right? At 93 proof, and absolutely delicious pour. I think it's like a $45 bottle. Might be a little less, might be a little bit more in your area. Who knows? I don't, but great bottle right there, under 100 proof. Bottle number 7. Bottle number 7 is going to go to the one that just hit our shelves, and I am drinking it. I am enjoying it. It's a really good bottle that I start with. I pour a little bit of this, get my palate acclimated to some alcohol on it without burning it completely out in the very beginning, to get myself ready for those higher proof bourbons that I might have throughout the night. This is, like I've said in the previous video, this is the Cedar Ridge small batch bourbon, coming in at 86 proof. And when I did the review of this, it is, man, I'll tell you, the flavors that come through on an 86 proof bourbon are unlike anything I've had in a bourbon that low in proof. It's sweet, it's mellow, it's very easy, it's very approachable for absolutely anybody, and it is gosh darn delicious. Cedar Ridge does really good things. They sent me another bottle to do a review of, and while I'm going to give you guys a week or two away from the Cedar Ridge, just so you can, I'm not saturating you with great bottles of bourbon, but that review will be coming soon. But this right here, man, for an 86 proof bourbon, like I said, you cannot go wrong. And finally, we're going to have one rye on this video, so let me bring it out for you right now. Sagamore Spirits Double Oak. This is coming in at 96.6 proof, I believe. Yes, 96.6 proof. So we're still under that 100 proof. And that right there, that bottle is the bottle that got me, your host, into rye whiskey. That is the first rye whiskey I had ever purchased on my shelf, and absolutely found to be delicious. And I'm starting to get into the rye world. We're getting a couple more bottles here and there of rye. Probably every 4 bottles of bourbon, there's 1 rye added. So I think the ratio is pretty okay. Without that bottle, I would not be drinking rye for any part of my whiskey experience, because I thought that they were just not good in my opinion, but this bottle right here changed my opinion. So let me know down in the comments below what your favorite bottles of bourbons or whiskeys that are under 100 proof. And, well, try and stay away from Buffalo Trace. But if you want to put Buffalo Trace in the comments, I guess you can. I'm not going to be the one to tell you not to. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, this has been Nathan with the Everyday Drinker. Cheers.